America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
Now, it may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens, we're totally prepared.
This is your victory. Now, I know you didn't do this just to win an election. And I know you didn't do it for me. You did it because you understand the enormity of the task that lies ahead.
You're not going to believe this. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. Guy was an interior decorator. His house looked like shit.
Fire! What?
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
I'm Coach Casey. This is TJ. This is the middle of the road.
That's better than last week for sure.
Okay, I'll edit out that first part where I said I don't know how to start the show, and then we'll. What's going on, man?
Another week.
Another week. TJ's excited. He's got what is it? The 30th year.
30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw tonight, and then this weekend we've got the Royal Rumble.
So we're going to be doing some live stuff this weekend for that. We're going to we have it going in the background, so we'll watch a little bit. We'll figure out maybe if we cut this off, maybe we'll do the last 15 minutes or so, or watch part of Raw on TikTok and do that. See if we can be smart and not get kicked off doing that.
That'd
so
be nice.
We'll see how that goes and do a little test preview to maybe see if we can get some people in. So today is 123-23. It's Michael Jordan Day.
Ooh.
I don't know if
or LeBron.
Yeah, but I still, because he's 6 and all those other numbers, so I think I associate 23 still with Jordan.
I would too. Well, he's 6 now, right?
Yeah, I think he switched back because to try to give the number to Davis, and then I think he didn't end up even taking it. So, and then I think just a lot of reasons you don't want, you get tired of living in the shadow, so you might as well change the number.
How does he think he's even going to play long enough for Bronny to be in?
I don't know. He scored 38 the other team.
I know
he's carrying a team.
Stud,
he's carrying a horrible team on his back right now.
Well, they're not winning.
Well, they're winning right now. They've won 8 of 12. They're 2 games out of the wild card place. They're 4 games out of 6th place. They Davis is getting ready to come back. They just traded for Rui Hachimura. Who, Hachimura?
No, Anthony Davis.
When he's right, he scores a lot, and he's a big man, and he eats up a lot of resources for defense.
Lakers are currently in 12th spot.
Yep, and look where they're at.
They're
2 games.
The Thunder, which they don't have anybody over 16 years old on their team.
But they're 2 games, again, though, 2 games out of the playoffs, the play-in game, and they're technically 4 games or 3 games out of 6th place. That's how jumbled up the West is right now.
The West is
We don't normally do a lot of basketball talk here if this is the first time you're joining us.
Yeah, you're right, though. Look, I mean,
look at the Mavs.
They're 25 and 23. They're 22.
3 down. There's not a whole lot. I mean, it's a 10-game win streak from having. It's really 1 and 2, and then everybody else.
What about the Nuggies? Are 33 and 14?
No, I think the biggest one. Look at the Kings.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, who cares? 19, but they're in 3rd place. I mean, that's weird. So if you enjoy NBA,
player? Darren Fox.
Yeah, I don't know who else they even have. Honestly, Sabonis is a stud. Oh,
maybe we watched his daddy play.
Yeah, I forgot they got Donovan Mitchell. I don't even think they have Fox no more. They traded him away.
No, he's right there.
Okay, they do still. Well, them 2 together, that's a pretty good team, obviously.
He's scoring 24 points a game, so I'm guessing he's their best player.
This show is brought to you by they wouldn't appreciate this because they don't like NBA, but today's show is brought to you by the OK Taco Show.
All right.
And the OK Taco Company, I guess. Actually, they're getting ready to open their doors down in Davenport, Oklahoma, on Route 66. So they've been building up and going there. So if you want to help out and help them get going, you can also go to the OK Taco Show and go click on the Diamond CBD logo and go buy you legal drugs to help them out and have an okay day,
Yeah, when do we get our free tacos?
That's what they pay us in. That was the sponsorship, but we got to drive down there, which we will. I thought about it'd be funny because they're a taco place, a restaurant that also does a podcast, But if we showed up and brought our board and all of our
And did our
stuff
podcast
and
there?
did our podcast there, like go sit in their booth and order some food and then do
So
like
we're
a
paying
review.
customers.
Oh yeah, they couldn't do nothing about it, and I just start setting
How
up.
do we get power to that rig?
Oh, it's got batteries, bud. Oh man,
How long can we battery it for?
quite a while, enough to do an hour show for damn sure.
Let's do it.
So we'll be going down and doing, and that's the other cool thing. And even I thought about with you being on the road, depending if you ever end up back on the road again, packing up, and I'll come meet you halfway somewhere on some days when we're tired of doing, show.
Virtual
I
shows
even
if we
talked
had
about
to.
doing that at one point when you were down there. So, what's been up since last week, man?
I was on my deathbed. I don't. We talked.
It's so
about
funny
me
because you
being
make fun
sick.
of me when I'm sick, but not make fun of me, but
But this is the first time I've been sick.
I know,
in
but that's what you
5
say is
years.
like I don't get sick, and
Well, I mean, the thing is that
you still
everybody-
sound
I-
a little congested.
Yeah. The thing is people don't understand that when men get sick, it's 1,000 times worse than a woman giving birth to a baby.
I think it's 1,000 times. Men are wusses, is what
I don't think that's true. I read
I think we get
an
sick.
article
Yeah,
that when men are
him,
sick,
him
it's-
weekly.
Yeah. I read this in my diary where I
The
wrote
guy-
it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wrote this down and then reread it.
Yeah. No. It's the first time I've been sick like that, like where I'm like had the flu, I guess, in a long time, and I felt-
Train wreck. Yeah, train hit you. I got you, man.
So I'm better.
And you don't think it
And I
has
could
nothing to
breathe.
do with processing your own deer meat in your garage?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine.
What would that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
That would be like stomach flu.
Or did you not have none of that?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
This was like
Just aches and pains.
aches and pains. Couldn't breathe out of my nose. Snoring like a freaking freight train at night. Couldn't sleep.
Have you been smoking lately?
No, but I needed to start losing some lbs, I guess. Like
Yeah, you are getting. I've gained probably 8 pounds since the last show.
Oh well, I think I've lost like 7 pounds. I feel like when I get like over 220 pounds, I snore too much. So I need to be like under 210, and I don't snore as much. I don't know. If anybody's got any tips for me how not to snore, I'd appreciate it.
If you do, it would help because I've been sleeping out in the living room. Although, I mean, and it sucks. I mean, I don't know if it even sucks. It's fine for me. I think she doesn't like it. I've been sleeping well.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Kind of throughout the night, getting decent sleep. So I mean, eventually I'll figure something out. And once, because besides that, I've been light sleeping lately, so it just helps me.
I light sleep too, so.
But once I get over that, maybe I can go back in.
I'm almost like self-conscious of it. I feel like I'm doing my wife a disservice by snoring, but then I remember that my wife can sleep till noon, so she'll be fine.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure she snores too. Oh, I don't know if she does or not.
And I've heard it. I mean, it's not like I haven't heard it. It's like she probably says she doesn't fart too, but I've heard that.
Okay.
Does your wife ever fart around you?
No.
Do you fart around her?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She laughs too when certain ones too. That's what I love.
So you've never heard her fart like on purpose?
Never on purpose. I've heard her fart
on the
before.
toilet?
Yeah, maybe there, but also like lifting something or something. She might accidentally squeezed one out one time. And there might have been one passionate moment where she did.
Like during the good times?
Yeah, but during like a position kind of switch. And
That might be just air moving around in there.
it could have been. It might have been. I don't know.
Yeah, my wife
It
claims
changed.
that she doesn't fart, but I've heard it, so.
Well, that's fine. I don't know.
But I fart around my wife, and I put the blankets over her head.
I did not know that women or girls pooped until I was like 11.
They do.
And I had sisters, and that was kind of how I found out. But it was, I don't know, man. I didn't want to know, but I know now. I've been married long enough. I promise I know
and then
now.
you figure out the girls clog toilets more because they run more toilet paper down them.
That could be true.
I feel like at our house we need it. When you remember when you're potty training your kids and you show them like this is how much you pull out at a time. We need to put that on our house because I think their kids are like.
That's probably my whole family could use that. Hey, Hulk's walking out to start the show.
Oh, hey brother,
Hey, brother.
what you gonna do?
if you're
Dang, look at
watching-
him. He still looks fucking great.
If you're watching live, we're watching live Raw, but
Do we got the sound coming through? I guess it
no, I don't have it hooked up. No, I don't.
What about on my computer? I don't do it.
No, it's not plugged. It's not hooked up. But I'm wearing my Cowboys stuff. We're not going to do the Raw show today. Well, we can do
Okay.
some of it.
I'll
but-
just look at it and admire him.
Well, I know, but then that's going to make it hard for us to do a show.
Okay,
if
we'll
you're
talk
doing,
about it.
I don't know. We'll have to figure this out.
Go
I don't
for it.
care what we do. It doesn't matter.
Well, I want to talk about Cowboys because I sent you a lot of Cowboys.
You did. That's what I was going to
tape.
say. Have a good friend, have an enemy, have a friend that is as bad as your enemy. Have TJ in your life. But he's the guy that will text you when the game's close and be like, oh, you know what? This is shitty. That was stupid and stuff I agree with. And then like, hey, man, I'm sorry. And then a day and a half of sending you every single making fun of or what the
But
Cowboys
most of it
should
was
do.
just Cowboys fans. talking
Yeah,
shit
I
on him,
know.
like, man, I can't take it no more.
But the Cowboys, we talked about it before the Tampa Bay game. If you listen to last show, I got a hate from two actually Dallas listeners, one kind of a new listener to the show and one an existing, and not even one of them is a fan, one of them is not, but more or less that I didn't believe.
That you didn't think the Cowboys are going to win?
Yeah. And I just said that, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not saying I don't think they can't because I know they have a team that can, but they have a mix of a offensive coordinator, coach, quarterback, all these that if they don't come together right, then, if it's all hits right, they look like they did against Tampa Bay. If it hits wrong, they look like they did against, 49ers.
So this one right here, the one I sent you, a quarterback who, how did it go? A quarterback can't throw, a running back who only gets 2 yards a carry,
Yep.
a coach who can't coach, some fat fuck, a guy who dances every TD, Joe Biden, the Dallas Cowboys.
They, I don't know. I mean, they had a good team, but they were the Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. It was one
So
week.
tell me what you would do. You're Jerry Jones. What do you do?
Oh,
First thing.
God. I sell the team to a guy that knows
Nope, you
football
can't
and
do
cares
that.
about the team.
You can't do that.
Oh. I don't know. We're locked into Dak right now, so there's really not a lot of options. You have at least one more year, I believe. I'd have to look it up, guaranteed with him. That
You can't trade him.
you could, but I don't
Who'd
think.
want him?
Yeah, I don't know that you're going to get the. I mean, probably the Browns would trade you.
What, and take Deshaun Watson?
The
or-
Broncos would trade you.
Who do they have?
Who do the
Oh,
Broncos?
Russell. Oh, yeah. Russell
yeah.
Westbrook. Sorry.
But other than that, maybe like a Jets or something
Would you
like
take him over Dak?
who?
Russell
No,
Westbrook.
Wilson. No, I would
I
not
know.
take Russell.
I'm
I know
just gonna
you do.
keep
I
calling
know.
him that.
But no, I wouldn't. I don't think he.
That's our things.
Oh crap! Sorry, I forgot you had that there. I didn't spill that. It was just sitting out there weird. I thought it was a. No, I wouldn't. There are quite a few quarterbacks I would right now, but no, I don't think I want Russell Wilson. I mean, other than the fact that he's won one and maybe with all the right things around him, like with our receivers and stuff, I'd say he's probably way better. But no, I don't want him. I don't think he does us no better service. I mean,
Is there anybody in college that you take? Would you take what's his name from Alabama?
yeah. You give us a guy like a Hurts,
What
which
about
is
the dude from Ohio State?
yes and no. I've seen him play enough this year. I think he's one of those guys like a Haskins that doesn't stick around for a long time.
Gets
Personally,
hit by semis.
well, I don't mean. God damn it, that's shitty. Sorry, that's okay. True. That was a bad example. But every other one of those, Cordell Jones or whatever, an Ohio quarterback that was really hyped there.
Cordell Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the guy's name? Why can't I think of it?
Who?
Alabama's quarterback.
Um.
What's his name?
Bryce Young.
Yep.
Yeah,
He seems small though.
but he's not. I think he's like 6'1". Look him up.
Just, I mean, like.
Yeah, I think, but he'll get bigger, all that. He took big hits in college, and
Yeah.
no, I think there's 4 or 5 quarterbacks that would
What
make
about
sense.
that kid from Kentucky with the arm?
Yeah, that's what I said. I think he's ranked above I think he's the number 2 off the board behind Bryce Young.
Yeah.
In the mock draft I seen the other day, and then there's one other quarterback even before Ohio State's quarterback. So I honestly don't know. I mean, the sucks. What honestly is you have if you wouldn't have traded Amari Cooper this year, I think that right there was almost the answer. One more weapon yesterday would have been huge, but you got to get rid of Zeke. You take that money and you go find it.
Can they dump him?
I think this is the year they can for like a $5 million penalty, but if not, he's $16.5 million next year cap hit. So
So he's like the highest paid running back in the NFL, right?
second, I think, right now behind what's his name? Henry.
Oh, Henry. Well, Henry
King Henry.
deserves to be, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And there may be one other but yeah. And the problem is I think he only gets X amount last year, but this is that year where you backload the contracts, so the front part doesn't hurt as bad. So even like 1 year he made $15 million, he only counted as a $5.5 million cap hit in 1 year because of bonuses and all that. But this is the year it all hits, so you can restructure and like extend, so you could cut it down and say you were going to get $15 million instead of you getting it in 1 year. And like the only way I think that you keep him is you spread that over 3 or 4. And then we say you get $5 million a year, and you count as that as our cap hit. And then,
What about Derek Carr?
no, I don't think so.
You don't think he could do good there?
I think he could, but I don't think he does better. I think so here's the difference. Here's where I guess what I'll say the difference between like Dak and that next level is, because to me, Dak's right there at, honestly, with all the tools, all of that stuff of all of those guys, of every top 5 quarterback or whatever it is. But he doesn't have it. He doesn't have that mental. He doesn't believe in himself the way that a fucking Joe Burrow. Like Joe Burrow, I don't even know if he's a top 5 physical or gifted quarterback. But what he is a top 1.
He's a winner.
Yeah, he just and when nobody believes in him, he does. And that's the thing. Like it doesn't matter what tweets or hate or whatever was coming at him.
He don't give a shit.
He don't give a fuck, because Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow's king fucking shit in his head. The difference between Dak is you can simply tell Dak that
he sucks.
We're losing TJ because his boy Roman's walking out. It's okay. It don't matter. Nobody cares. There are 25 downloads. Don't give a shit. But, that's the difference between him and the next level to me. Because I think if he had, that's just even like a Mahomes. Mahomes he is a freak too, but he has that, he believes in everything he's getting ready to do. And that's what Brady believes in, everything he's getting ready to do. Rodgers, in the years when he's right and winning, he believes in everything he's getting ready to do, maybe to a fault sometimes. But
what's this mean? Miami's forfeited their pick.
They got in trouble for something. They were tampering on Brady.
So that just goes away? I mean, there's just no 22nd pick?
Yeah, essentially. So the tampering on the Brady or one of those things.
I've never even heard of Tanner McKee from Stanford.
One of those system quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You doing a mock?
I was just looking at, they got Bryce Young, Will Levis, and then Will Anderson from Alabama.
There was another quarterback. I thought that on one of them I seen that they had ahead
it's down
of
here. So here's C.J.
Stroud's
Stroud,
next.
and then it was this guy from Florida.
See, I think
Anthony
on one of the lists
Richardson.
I seen they had him above Stroud, but I think that was because Stroud was kind of him hauling back and forth about whether he was coming out or not. So
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, it kind of sucks because I'll be honest with you. Me and you talked about it kind of start the year, middle of the year, whatever. I had not really. This team was kind of a team I thought was a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. I didn't really have coming into the year. I definitely didn't have high expectations. This defense freaking surprised me this year. And what sucks is we're going to lose the pieces of it, and we'll never have. I don't think we'll have quite that defense again. And so it's like maybe they'll go pick up people, but you had like, to me this was and I know to me they were a championship defense. I'm not even saying they were the best defense in the league, but with we had the number 1 offense for half of the year, and then so that's my take on that. I'm still a Cowboys fan. I hate everything right now. I knew I didn't want to go into work today because I have the first 2 people that talked to me, and
You're gonna say some shit.
so just not really even just shit, like even just sorry about the Cowboys, and like, I watched it. I know I'm sorry too,
Yeah.
So
I had a bad sports weekend too. I mean, the one team that I don't ever want to lose to, KU lost to K-State, and then they got blown out at home. KU never fucking loses at home, and then they lost by 23 points.
that was a weird game. I watched both those. That K-State game, man. We've talked since then. We did. I think we did a show since then. I can't remember if
that was Tuesday. There was just a lot of
but it was it was basically that
they were playing hard.
But it was
shit.
basically that. Just make 50% of your free throws and you win by 10
yeah,
in that
and
game.
Then,
so.
Yeah, I mean, and then if anybody but Jalen Wilson could score, I mean, he had 38 points. And honestly, they should have won the game. Bill Self called a timeout, right as Jalen Wilson hit the game-winning three, basically.
Yep.
And he would have had 41 points, and we would have won the game.
No.
And then, you can't.
Yeah. But no, I
Should have never been that close.
what got exposed to me for whatever, if you're a college basketball fan and you watch, this is the most trouble KU's had inside in 10 plus years.
We don't have a legitimate big man.
No,
We
KJ Adams 6'7" is not
he shouldn't be playing. He's been dominant up until recently. He's been getting it fouled. He fouled out 2 games in a row. We had 3 guys foul out. 3 of our starters fouled out in the K-State game, and we just don't have any bench production right now.
Yeah. Well, you guys play 7, and that's stretching
And
it.
the 2 that we play off the bench are guards, basically.
I just don't get how a team that good in recruiting. You guys have studs on the bench. It's just what his trust level is in guys. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Well,
you guys have another big. You have a 6'9" guy on the bench that
we got that. Whatever, I can't even say his name. I want to say Udoka, which is what we had before, but
I know you're talking about.
yeah,
but
he's just got development, and we just got to get him. And then they bring in
the guys that don't even freaking see the floor on your guy.
Yeah, we don't play Cam Martin, who's a big guy.
But that's what I'm saying. But the guys that don't even see the floor for you would be starters at Wichita State.
Yeah,
you know,
and Zach Clements, he'd probably start anywhere in the country. We don't play him. He comes in, I feel like I would just like cringe, as like my kids say, cringe. Every time he touches the ball, 'cause I'm like, oh fuck, he's gonna either trigger it or he's gonna turn it over.
But that's where you teach those guys you don't touch the ball except when you get it on rebounds and you know.
That's
so.
I mean, and like the thing too is every game prior, KJ Adams was scoring over 10 points a game. He was getting that in between the free throw lane and scoring. During the K-State game, he was missing all those, and then definitely in TCU he missed all of them. So now we got a new top 25 here. Purdue won, Alabama, Houston. So the top 2
Houston
teams,
losing to Temple, that was weird.
Yeah, so KU was 2.
Where'd
and
K-State
Houston
go,
was
5?
1. KU jumped 8 places to number 5.
K-State
dropped 8. Yeah, jumped 8 places to number 5, and we dropped to 9, from 2 to 9. And we got Baylor tonight at 9, which I don't
2
know how-
losses in a week. That's crazy.
We could lose 3. We could lose tonight to Baylor.
Hopefully and they can go good and bad after like how much emotion went into an overtime loss at the K-State one is, and you've seen what it was those 7 guys that played were tired, and they were tired.
Jalen Wilson played every minute of
Well,
that
that's why I
game.
said they were tired 6 minutes into the TCU game, 8 minutes into the TCU game.
Yeah.
So that they just didn't look great. So, well, that's kind of about all I had on college basketball. What else? Do you have anything else?
As far as college basketball.
Your boys are in the ring and you're struggling.
Yep.
This is a guy with a wrestling problem, and we could have waited to do the show. We could have done a lot of things.
Paul Heyman is chewing Sammy's ass right now. He's in big trouble.
I'm behind on the storyline. So
Roman's gonna wrestle KO Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble, and Sammy and Kevin Owens are best friends. So he's conflicted right now on what he should be doing.
He should just
and Roman's not happy with him. Look at him. He's over there chewing on that jaw.
I think I got Sami Zayn versus Roman, Sammy winning.
I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen at all. Look at
which
one of those 2 you think's better looking?
The one with the red hat on.
You do?
Yeah.
Better than him?
Oh, yeah.
What about him?
He's ugly as shit.
He looks like his dad.
Sammy, there's only...
You know who their dad is, right?
Rikishi.
Yeah.
Where are you at on man bags or fanny packs?
I know you wear one.
But where are you at on it?
I don't believe in them.
You don't believe in it? And this, like, not cool?
I mean, if I was a wrestler from the 80s, I'd probably wear one.
Okay.
I'd put my steroids and Coke and
I call it my purse half the time. Like, I'm so over it, but it's just weird. I've got more, like, stairs and
recently?
Yeah, recently than I had. Like, when I first started doing it, it was comments from people and stuff. But I've noticed myself, here, I'll give you an example, and if you're on, I noticed myself, like, more and more just carrying it, like.
Can you empty the contents of that for us?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of crap in there right now.
That looks pretty damn full.
Yeah,
What is all of that shit?
These are my chews.
Okay.
We used to play What's in Casey's Fanny.
Okay, we got, how many things to choose do we got? Let's count them.
I did just buy some at lunch today, and I
know,
haven't emptied them out.
5.
So. We have 5 things of
choose. It's a green one for.
It's just a mint or wintergreen. They were out of the one, and you get 3 for $5.
Okay.
So they had 2 of the one, and then if you mix it, so I 3 for $5 on the On. They were a sponsor once. The On nicotine
So we got
pouches.
five cases to choose. We got
I got my new Dylan's Plus card that I'm
Dylan's
putting in
Plus
my
card.
wallet. I
Yep.
forgot to.
hey.
Forgot to put that in there. They are
don't
not
know.
a sponsor, so we got to be careful
I
with
think
that.
we got the same wallet. Almost.
I got a One Wipe Charlie that was a sponsor, and I just keep carrying it around, so it needs to go back in the sponsor thing. I got Visine.
Mm-hmm.
I have triple antibiotic ointment. I never go without
What's that
it.
piece of paper you keep?
This is just stuff I've been writing down. Like I wanted to have some set segments on
Okay,
the
so
shows.
show
Stuff. I had 3
show stuff.
stories: pot talk, movie or TV, movie stuff, and sports. Just
Okay.
set segments.
show paperwork.
I got
Keys to the car.
I got a charger little dongle in
Yep.
case. I got my
Headphones.
headphones. I've got a $2 off my On. I've got my
Your pick. Okay, for your beard. But I thought beard guys are supposed to use some kind of different company.
I do. I have one of the
Okay.
this one too for my beard, and then I also do have like one of the main brushes. I don't like what that one does. I've been blow drying my beard, so it's straighter. I don't need to do
Yeah.
as much lately. 2 pins,
Okay.
a knife.
Yep. Cutting boxes at work.
I got a lighter,
Lighter.
1 earplug.
Okay.
I probably lost the other one. I
What's
got the
that?
small Dylan's
Receipt.
Plus
How
card.
much was that receipt for?
This is a receipt to, I don't even remember, where's this at? What's it say on here? I don't even remember where this is from. Oh, it's just a burrito. A veggie, Fiesta veggie burrito and 2 spicy potato soft tacos for a total of $4.30. That's my hack. I eat off the dollar menu like a king. And that right there, I was so full off of that.
At Taco Bell?
Taco
Let
Bell.
me see that.
And then like I do have like just,
What's a Fiesta veggie burrito?
it's a black bean one. It's pretty good. It's got,
That's $2.
I know, I did. They have a $1, $2.
And you got spicy potato. Do you get that with the lettuce on it?
No.
Do you take it off?
No, I get it however it comes. Yeah,
Okay.
but there's barely any lettuce on that one. And then I usually get either 3 cheesy bean rice burritos or
Those are good. Sometimes they upset my stomach.
or yeah, imagine with your cheesy problems. But or I'll get like 1 of those and 2 spicy. But I was feeling exotic.
What's that?
Just like some washers and shit that came off of something, a little screw, and then the rest is I do have like some clips for like the timers on lights for setting lights, and then the rest is change, and then
Okay.
in the front.
Is that where you keep your...
I got like no, I don't have no drugs in here.
Okay.
I got
Keys?
my keys to work. I've got a locket for a lady at work that she gave me some. She gave me
We should have done this a while ago.
she gave me some gloves and some free stuff.
Is that her in it?
Yeah, when she was a kid. This is Kelly at work.
Yeah.
She gave me like her dad passed away a while back, so she gives me like his socks
Yeah.
and like gloves. Most of them are ones he hasn't worn, and I said, I don't care if he's worn them. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
starting to turn more like Conrad now that I'm getting poor.
Yeah.
So I'll take hand-me-down shit. And
I remember when you wear socks one time and throw them away.
I know he has copper fit
More receipts?
socks and stuff, and then I got just random keys, and then I got my good earplugs
Okay.
for when I mow on the road and stuff. And then I don't remember what all these more receipts. I don't know what all they're for. Lowe's, Ace, Target, and somewhere.
Speaking of socks, we had a big argument. Not an argument, discussion.
That's
at
what's
my
in
house.
Casey's fanny.
My wife
But look
and
at
her
that. I
kids
mean,
steal my socks all the time. They used to just steal my short socks. Now they're stealing my long socks, which
Yeah,
I
I
wear
don't-
with boots every day. And I'm like, girls, quit wearing my socks. God
I don't
dang.
really have that problem. I occasionally, like, the wife will mix up me, but she has they have their own socks and their feet are
They do too, but they don't care.
different than mine.
Like we got my wife doesn't like to match socks, so instead of matching socks,
She just
put-
throws them in one
they're in a
place.
sock basket. But my socks aren't in the sock basket because I don't like them in there. I like them matched and put them
In my
but those
drawer.
little fuckers still come in my room and steal my socks.
Yeah.
Like, go in the sock basket.
And I'd probably be fine with it because I have a drawer. I need to go through mine. Maybe I'll help you out. I'll load some of mine and bring them over.
No
and
shit.
We'll hide the ones you want to wear somewhere else, and
Yeah.
you can load all the ones you don't want to wear
That's
in
what
there.
I thought the sock basket did, but guess not.
Well, I don't know. So that's what's in Casey's fanny. But I don't know. But finally, a guy at basically what it is there's a manager at Quick Trip, and not every day. I don't
like that Quick Trip.
I don't really. I don't know. I'm used to it, but I very rarely bring it in. But every once in a while, throw it over my shoulder, or I wear it like a backpack.
Like a Roman carrying it, like
yeah,
a title
like
belt?
a title or like a backpack or whatever. But sometimes I just throw it over my
like
shoulder.
a satchel.
Yeah, but sometimes I throw it over my shoulder like a purse,
Yeah.
and I just don't think about it. I'm carrying it in, and because like I got different things in there, and I don't want to
Yeah.
get my keys and my whatever out, so I just lock my car and take it all. And he's like, "What's with the bag?" And I said,
Which guy's the manager? Which one's
"The
he?
bald head guy.
Okay.
He just always
Yeah.
stands back there."
Yeah.
But he said, "What's with the bag, man?" I said, "Oh, I sell drugs on lunch, and I always keep it in there. I meet a guy here every day. That's why I come here every day.
Yeah, your place is our drug.
Yeah, this is our drop off." And he's like, and I just walked off. And then so I go in there today, and the assistant guy or whatever is like, "Did you kind of weirded him out yesterday?" I said, "What's up?" Or this was last week or whatever. But he's like, "What?" I said, "What's up?" He goes, "Well, like you just told him you come and you sell drugs and you do it here and like just nonchalant," and walked off. And I said, "Is that a big deal these days?"
Yeah.
Like I said, it's pot. Like it's not.
Yeah, it's not meth.
like not meth. I'm
Yeah.
not. Plus, there's plenty of places in Park City to get meth. You don't need me.
Yeah, you can literally like be a serial killer.
You just
in Park
stand
City.
outside and go meth, and it like
3 guys show up.
what's up? Hey, what's
What
up, man?
color?
Yeah, you want the red, the blue, or the
Yeah.
pink? You know,
You got the blue stuff.
you want the bathtub. You want the
Yeah, I would think Park City would be comparable to Hayesville.
I think so. It's the northern Hayesville, or you could call. Yeah, I'd call it the Hayesville up north, you know?
Hayesville of the north.
The Hayesville of the north. And if you're not from around here, whatever, think of your small little trashy town south of whatever big town you
On
live
the other
in.
side of the tracks.
And then
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, but that was just weird. Like I've noticed more people like the other day, and then even like a week or two before that, I had a customer at the counter, and he was that hunting, redneck Republican guy or whatever, but he's been coming a customer for a long time, and I got the beard, and I give all the appearances of whatever you want to, whatever stereotype you want. But
but you don't look like a liberal.
no, what I'm saying is I look like a redneck.
Oh, you
I
look like
I look like Duck Dynasty or whatever,
or like
so,
a Harley guy. Yeah.
or whatever. So but I went down. And he said something, and I came from lunch, and I threw my phone in my purse, and so I went down. I said, "Oh, let me grab my phone out of my purse," and I reached down there and grabbed it. He's like, "You one of those guys?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "One of those like Metro or whatever you are." And I'm like, "No, my buddy TJ is a Metro." I'm like,
former Metro probably.
I'm like, and he's like, "Well, you called it a purse, like it ain't a big deal." I'm like, "Who's it a big deal to?"
I guess him.
Exactly. But that's the,
I mean, it is handy.
yeah, I mean, for me, I carry a lot of stuff, and I hate shit in my pockets. That's why I do it. And plus I wear, besides jeans that I'm wearing today, I don't wear jeans. I wear like Coach type pants, and a lot of times
you can wear that?
What's that?
You
Not
can
to
wear
work. Not to work. I'm saying in general
Okay.
when I go other places.
That's what I
So-
told my wife. We were getting around for work today. She was saying something, and I said,
No, I can't wear that. I could
No.
probably get away with. I could get clothes. I'm the one person there that could, because
yeah, well, you're up front. But I
Yeah.
was like, man, I wish I could wear fucking leggings every day. Like,
yeah.
not that she does, but I'm saying I would wear
The
leggings
option.
every fucking day.
I
I mean, when I say
wouldn't-
leggings, I mean like what I'm wearing.
Yeah,
now.
Coach's pants or whatever. Yeah.
I would wear that shit every single day.
Oh, for sure.
I hate wearing jeans.
Oh, I hate it.
I wear these with boots. I don't.
And
give
it's
a
so
shit.
funny because I used to give people shit that wouldn't wear them or whatever, like the lazy fucks that wore sweats and stuff,
Mhm.
or like my son won't wear jeans, and for it was like years of like, man, you got to wear jeans. Like I don't want to wear jeans.
I don't
like,
either.
I don't want to wear them at all.
I don't want to wear a
So-
belt. I don't want to wear nothing. Like I like wearing these. I would wear like straight up girls leggings. I have a big ass. It would look
I don't.
good. But
I don't
know,
have
like,
an ass, and I don't want. I'm plus like I
you'd
got
have to
bigger
have, like-
balls than I do wiener, and that looks weird.
Yeah, but you would just wear like a man pouch.
Cup or something. I
Well,
just
your
wear
purse.
my. I just wear my purse up there.
Yeah.
There we go. And then I
Yeah.
could do.
I mean, these guys they're wearing like
Yeah. and
Panties,
that's why he
basically.
always puts his hands in front of it because he's got not a very big one.
yeah. Those are some red shoes. Where do you get them at?
Special made.
I guess
Where are you on Stephen A. Smith?
he's loud.
God, I can't. I hate him, man.
You hate him more than Skip.
Well,
Like, you like
I
Skip
did.
'cause
Well, there
he's
was
a
kind of
Cowboys
my
fan?
version. No, here's what I said. I can't stand Stephen A. Smith and just don't understand why he's so big. Same with Skip Bayless, pretty much the vanilla version. So I summed it all up, and I didn't want to say white version because I'm a
Oh.
liberal. But he's pretty. I don't mean vanilla like tone. He is a more toned down and not as loud.
Vanilla, like as in he only has missionary position sex.
Yeah,
Or-
and he's white as shit
Oh,
and all of
yeah.
that. No. I don't know, like somebody the other day, one posted on Facebook, I just got my Stephen A. Smith book and it was supposed to be signed and it's not. And so I thought, I inter-TJ'd it and I said, WWTJD, what would TJ do? And I replied, first off,
I'd fucking kill him.
Why would you want a Stephen A. Smith book? Second off, why the fuck would you want it signed?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say.
And then one dude said, yeah, man, I waited in 3 hours in line. And
3 hours?
But I don't think that's what like 3 of the comments was there's no way there was a 3-hour line. And he said, no, but I was the first one there 3 hours early. And he said, but when it started, how many people were in line behind you?
6.
4,
Yeah.
6,
I would wait 3 hours in line if Margot Robbie was in front of it and she was going to go home with me and my wife.
That's what I said. There's maybe I could count on one hand the people that I would wait 3 hours.
Michael Jordan.
I would. No, he's not. He's not on my list.
Roman Reigns.
Not on my list. That's fine. You name
Troy
yours.
Aikman.
No, not on my list.
I'm just guessing.
No,
Let me guess. You can name 5 people that would be on your list.
Emmett Smith would be on my list.
You'd want to meet Emmett Smith before Troy Aikman and Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Because Michael Jordan's an asshole, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Troy Aikman doesn't like the Cowboys.
The
Emmett Smith is,
old shocker coach.
Which one, Turgeon or Marshall? I've met both
Marshall.
of them. So
Marshall.
that takes the fun out of it. I've hung out with
Okay.
Marshall before. That takes kind of the fun out of it.
Michael Irving.
Yeah, I'd love to with him. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if he's one that I
Would you do cocaine with Michael Irving?
Yes, I said that. So I have a friend, and he may listen to the show, so I won't say a name, that he was going through some of that partying issues, a reoccurrence in his life, and we got to talking the other day, and I said, man, it would take me being in Vegas with Michael Irvin with some, to do some hookers off or do coke off like some hookers ass before I would want to do it. I just don't. I haven't done that. That's what he said. He's like, well, how long's it? Because I used to dabble in party and do it. And he said, how long's it been since you've done like any of the blow or like any of that stuff?
Drugs, yeah.
And I said, since the day that my wife called and told me she was pregnant with my daughter.
Yeah.
I haven't touched anything
21
over
plus
21 years since other than anything that came from the earth. I've done mushrooms and pot. And very, very little of either one of those in the mushrooms for a long time and hardly pot for a long time. Although we're talking about doing a family trip to Missouri this upcoming weekend, because now it's recreational legal in Missouri.
What?
Pot.
Oh.
So we're
You
going to.
just got to go to Oklahoma for that.
No, you have to have a card still there. You have to have a card or know somebody that does.
I pay child support in Missouri. Can you use that for me?
Well, I mean, it's legal there, so I don't
okay.
have to there. If you paid it in Oklahoma, then yes.
Okay.
No, and then somebody else said something about Stephen A. Smith's picks in the football game, and I said, when the F did his relevance in football come around? He was a basketball guy.
Yeah, but same as like that dorky white guy that's little bitty that has long hair now. Like,
yeah, but he's
he's
a crazy fantasy guy. He knows he's crazy into it because he does.
They
fantasy.
just get these guys and it don't matter. They just, but I mean, like you get Will Clark and some of those guys, and what's a Booger. I trust some of those guys, but yeah, Stephen A. Smith's just a blowhard. He's
there because he's personality and because he riles people up and all that. And I get all that. I just don't get it. But it's all he does. He makes up words and he doesn't make sense. Or he uses a word that doesn't fit the just because you have a word calendar written down and then you read all 5 of them into a thing.
That reminds me, I saw a deal the other day. It is old, but it was Lamar, the dad, the ball.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, what if, what's a good one?
The one that plays for the
Hornets.
Yeah.
They're like him,
LaMelo.
the one that sucks, and somebody all would go to the Hornets. But you got to say that Michael Jordan beat you one-on-one. He said, not going to happen. The dude is freaking crazy.
Well, I think he also knows that the one's not going to make it, so there's no point, No,
but they said that he would make the team. He's like, you just got to say Michaal Jordan could beat you. And he's like, nah.
He was on some show, I don't even, more recently, maybe that was on the same one, but it was
that chick.
Yeah, but it was that same kind of stuff. He's toned down from what he was.
Yeah, but he's not as much.
He would be perfect for like a wrestling or a something like that. Is that the miniature Roman Reigns?
Oh, which one?
The guy that walks out looking like Roman Reigns.
That guy?
Yeah.
He's bigger than Roman. That's Damian Priest. I used to not like him. I really like him now, and I really like her. And that guy in the middle.
She
you know
looks
who
a
that
lot
is,
kind
right?
of like Jerry's wife. She
Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dominic Mysterio, and he's like turned the corner. He's
Turned crazy.
just like good on the mic and stuff, and he's been doing this whole thing like at Thanksgiving he broke
That's
into
him?
yeah, Dominic. He's like twice as tall as his dad. But they like attacked his dad at his house on Thanksgiving and he went to jail. Oh, at Christmas he went to jail and he was in there for like supposedly 2 days. He's like, I've done hard times, man. You don't know what it's like to be locked up with these animals. I'm changed. And so now he's like this Vato Loco
So
guy.
is he the new what was that
Eddie
guy?
Guerrero.
No, there was another one too though. I liked him. Conan.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, but he's just completely changed.
Oh,
You
Dolly!
think she's kind of sexy?
I know you tried this with me before. I mean,
You take her like that.
I mean, whatever. But there's 30 other wrestling chicks that I
Yeah,
would
that's true.
before her.
Well, we need to use a couple. Do you have them for our game?
I did have a couple of the girls on there. Well, since we're talking about wrestling, I made up a new one. He didn't get no names for me, but
I know. Sorry, I was
I
on
had-
my
so-
deathbed with the man sick.
basically this was a version of fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
And so I come up with names like Hang Bang Slam, Cram Jam, Wed Bed Dead. I got on this rhyming thing.
Wed Bed Dead.
Yeah, that wasn't
Oh,
a bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That wasn't a bad one. I had Pin, Win, Sin, Fuck, Cuck, Suck. All of those ones you weren't gonna really win. But then what I kind of settled on, which I had to change it again, but to go along with the wrestling, it was Smash Ring Wrestle.
Okay.
So Smash,
Ring as in Mary.
yeah, Smash is obviously.
The F.
I did have it as Slam, but we'll do Smash, that's the fucking or banging.
Mm-hmm.
Ring is Mary, and then Wrestle is going to be our kill version or
Okay.
Wrestle. I mean,
Okay,
either
yeah,
way.
Yep.
So I had a couple for like a test run for this, and
Okay.
then we'll do. So like the first one, we'll start out with you on some wrestling. I had Natasha,
Okay.
Sasha,
Wait, you mean Natalia?
Natalia. Sorry,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Natalia, Sasha, and Alexa Bliss. So it's basically F, Marry, Kill, but it's Smash, Ring, Wrestle.
I'd marry. Hold on. Ring. Sasha Banks.
Okay.
Smash. Natalia.
Okay.
Kill Alexa Bliss.
So you're
Or
wrestling, wrestle, kill. That's our
Alexa
version.
Bliss. Yep. Sorry.
All right. So now we're going to do, and this one is characters. So this
Okay.
is from your favorite show. So I same thing. It's
Okay.
Smash, Ring, Wrestle.
Yep.
Salone Drama, Ari.
Oh. Man, that's hard.
And in our version, wrestle, you're wrestling to the death.
Okay. I'd wrestle Ari to death,
Okay.
smash Sloan, and marry Drama.
There you go.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun one to hang out with,
Ring
spend time
Drama,
with.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd ring him.
He's
All
my
right.
favorite. And if anybody doesn't know, this is him. That's my man. Right
That's who we have in
Johnny
the
Drama.
background. And then we had
That's
Ari
Ari.
over there. That's the one you're killing.
there. Yep.
So we got your kill and your Mary.
He's a big, kind of a big dude.
Yeah.
I think we could have a pretty good wrestling match. So.
I don't know if he's. I think he's about Rogan size, but like an inch taller.
Joe Rogan's a big dude.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
stocky
yeah.
wise. Yeah, he's like a gorilla size.
Yeah.
We'll do one more and then we'll come back to it. I had I don't know which one I want to do. Here we're gonna do this one.
Okay.
Roseanne Barr,
Mm-hmm.
Rosie O'Donnell, Rose McGowan.
Oh, wrestle Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay.
Smash McGowan, and I'd marry Roseanne.
She'd be
She's
fun.
funny.
Yeah, she's gotten a little, for me especially, a little way too crazy right wing in the last couple of years. But I think a lot of people jumped on that. She's been pulling back. I watched
And it was like that big thing was like she was something with ambient and something like that and like
Yeah.
a sleep. So yeah.
Yeah. She was
I
one
could
of my
watch
mom's.
Roseanne over like
Yeah, she was
like
one of my
whatever, she was
mom's
my mom.
favorites until she went and got too political and started.
She wasn't like the Roseanne we watched when we were kids. She
Yeah, that's
wasn't
what I'm saying. She
political at
wasn't
all.
like that at all on there.
I wish
no.
she was my mom when I was a kid.
Yeah, she
I watched
was-
some deal and it was with Dan just beating the shit out of people. Like he was such a badass on that show, even though he was fat. But it was just like
He was
man.
that tough ass
Oh,
dad,
yeah,
man.
Hell yeah.
All right, one more for you. So you're on that one. You were killing, or you were
Wrestling
Rosie O'Donnell, which
Yep.
I think she'd give you a run for your fucking money if I'm honest.
Big old girl.
And you're marrying Roseanne Barr and smashing Rose McGowan.
Yep.
She's one of the ones that took down what's his name, Weinstein.
Weinstein. Yep.
All right, last one for Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my God, dude. Who do I hate more? That's where I'm starting it at. You want to know who I would fuck? Nancy Pelosi. No, I would.
We're not. Nope. It's smash.
I would
smash.
I would
ring wrestle. This is what keeps us out of trouble when we get this on
I know. Is this
TikTok.
gonna? If I say anything disparagingly about,
But we're not on TikTok and we're not on.
no,
Nowhere.
I'm just saying about Hillary
general?
Clinton. Am I gonna be able to even make it home?
Well, but yeah, you should be fine. And again, we're smashing, ringing, and wrestling.
I'm gonna wrestle Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
I'm gonna ring Michelle Obama and,
Okay.
and
Smash
smash Nancy
Nancy.
Pelosi. She got big old titties, man.
So what I would say is,
Who would you do? You do that one.
so what
I know you'd marry.
I'd probably marry. I don't know, man. I really want to smash Michelle, but since I'm married to her, I guess I get to.
Yeah, that's what you basically get two.
So I'm picking Michelle for that. If we could go back to like
When she was married to
1996,
Bill.
original beginning, right when they were on the run, I smash Hillary, and then I wrestle Pelosi. But if we're doing it now, I'm marrying Hillary. So I'm ringing Hillary. I'm smashing Michelle because I don't want to take her away from Barack, and then I'm wrestling Pelosi.
Okay.
So
I mean, when you got to wrestle Pelosi, you'd probably get a hold of those big old.
I know
titties
that's
of
what I
hers.
said. Then
Yeah.
and then still, plus I think she's stronger than to hold up in Washington as a woman and whatever that long and to regain that power. You've
Yeah.
got to have some.
Well,
And we'll just do the last one then,
Okay.
since I had it written down. Roman, Flair, Barack,
Barack.
Obama, or
The
Lesnar. Brock.
Oh, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I'd marry Roman.
Okay.
Uh,
Flair's got a bunch of diseases. Just keep that in mind.
I'd wrestle. I'd smash Brock and wrestle.
Man, I don't
Flair.
know. God, do you imagine? No, you get off me.
Yeah.
Probably would.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a bad one.
You
I
weren't
just,
winning that one. You know, since we're talking about that, I had something that we were talking about at work the other day. Okay, and this would
probably not smashing Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the kind of same spectrum here. Okay, so this is in a forced situation.
Okay.
Okay, you can't answer out of the question. Okay. Okay, you can only choose one or the other. Would you rather have some guy give it to you in your buttholes or give him a blowjob?
I think I'd rather give a blowjob.
God, that's what all these dudes at my work said too.
I just don't think.
Don't you think that's more gay?
No, I don't. I don't think you can ever get your whole. No, I don't think you could ever
But-
wash that out.
But here's the way
Is
I
it-
look at it is, Andy Dufresne fought the good fight, but Andy just had to bend over. As he said, let's just get this over with. He's not doing any work.
I
Like-
wouldn't either. I'd make them a face F me.
No, you gotta you do it like your wife does it.
Yeah, but I think I would be good enough. I could get it over quick.
I mean, how soon do you think you could get it over with?
Less than a minute.
No, like are we talking prison situation? I mean, our wives don't get it over in a minute.
She doesn't know what I know.
She don't have your experience.
She didn't know. I know what. No,
You know what you like.
I know what guys like.
No, you know what you
I know
like.
what men want. I
Yeah.
know what they like.
So I just
now I got this hand thing mixed with
I
the.
just think
Oh
that's
man,
just more. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't think the pain. Like me, I can't even.
Because I guess not every gay dude does that, but they probably all do blowjobs.
I don't know. I think like me.
I have one gay buddy. I should probably ask.
I have one too. Well, I prefer handies. If I
That's not the option.
I mean, I'll double. I'll even triple. Like I'll get one in the elbow pit. But I'd rather not do either. But
I bet you I could ask him right now and we'd have an answer within 30 seconds.
my problem is if I ask this guy, depending if he's been drinking or not, he might take that as an invite.
This guy too.
I know, so that's why I'm gonna hold off.
We'll just pretend that
We'll
we
do
don't
it.
know.
No, we'll do it another time.
I googled it, and the commonality answer was that it's more gay for a blowjob.
It's not
work.
Google. That's not good. You know, you did not Google that.
But
You made that up.
I
I
know, I
see what's
swear.
on your screen.
It's right here. It's on my phone.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, I guess I closed it out.
That's okay, but maybe, but I don't know if that's true. Or I don't think, and maybe once like I start getting like what is it when you like a colonoscopy and I got to get the finger in there, and like once it gets loosened up a little more.
They put you out for that now.
The colonoscopy they do, but not
Yeah.
the doctor's check thing. But maybe once I get more used to things in there. But I just like I had this. Me and my wife had been together. We were not married yet. I was still living at my mom's. I was working at Suburban, but I'd only been there a couple months, and I'd been having these crazy side and like stomach issues. And it was ever since I had the sickness from eating the deer meat, and that was like around the time I had quit eating meat and all that. And I was going in, and I had to do labs, and they were going to do the CT and all that on you, but you had to do a suppository.
Okay.
I laid there on the phone with my wife. One, thought if I talked to her, and she was my girlfriend at the time, so it's not weird. I wasn't talking to my wife. Nothing weird, guys. I was talking to my girlfriend.
Yeah, but you had a kid, right?
Not yet. She was pregnant.
Okay.
But I was trying to talk to her while I did this, thinking this is how, like, hey, this isn't weird if I'm talking to a girl when I'm doing it. I can think about her and not think about, like, a wrestler, like one of my football guys while I'm doing it, or like, Michael Jordan or whatever that is. And
look what they're doing there.
my anal region rejected the suppository.
I don't think so.
It did. Like, I was trying, and like this thing came out, it looked like, in the cartoons, like when you'd shoot a gun in somebody's face and it would all explode back.
Yeah.
That's what the suppository would look like. Like my sphincter is so tight that this crown suppository just rejected, and like I got like little bits of it up there, and I was like, I don't know how you suck in with your anus. So I was like,
did the doctor not spit on it before you put it in there?
No, he wouldn't do it for me. That's the thing. And I went in the next day and I said, next time you have me do this, just do it for me, because I can't. And they're like, that's not even an option.
That's not how this works.
That's not an option.
He's like, give me that KY.
And that radiologist, that's what, like, even like the doctor's like, hey, the shot wasn't as clear as they wanted it to be, because I didn't get all of that in me, so it doesn't do the film right or whatever.
I thought you were supposed to drink that shit.
They do have a barium that you drink, but for some reason on this one, because where it was at, they wanted
a little bit lower on you.
I don't know, man. Maybe they just thought it would be funny. I really don't know, but I was like, yeah, I couldn't do it. And the guy's like, man, did they not tell you, like, try like a little Vaseline or like some KY?
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, doc,
Listen here. That's not how I do it.
No, I don't know, man. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I couldn't even get a suppository in. So like, even like me in prison, like I got a natural chastity belt. I have like when I poop,
those guys are taking.
I got something wrong with my butt, and sometimes
you think Andy wanted to just let it go.
I know.
I'm
just telling you, it doesn't matter. He's gonna have to rip me in half.
They
and
will.
It's gonna suck, because sometimes when I poop, it's like what's that? Fruit by the foot, or like what's the tape gum you used to eat? When you were like it comes out little waffle. I mean, it's not. It's just that's what anal cancer does to you, man.
Guess that's not what I was thinking you were gonna say, but whatever.
What would you think I was gonna say?
I was gonna say that it was like a Chinese finger trap, like you.
Well, it would be if you would, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so tight, I can't even get poop out of it sometimes.
I'm telling you, them guys. What I don't understand is them dudes are going in there already hard, and they're like taking it to these guys.
Let's stop.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know. You need to.
I think you need to go undercover.
You do
in
your
prison
own.
for a week.
You do your own research.
I don't want to do any research on it.
You do your own research on this, and then get back to me. That's where we'll leave it. When we play this back, and you hear the last question he just asked and how quick I turned it.
Yep. We both have things that need to be stricken from the record tonight.
Yes, we do. I'll say mine was worse. Mine was preceded with a word in front and a word attached and a word after, but it did, and that was really not the word I was going for. It just kind of came out. So Freudian slip. I guess that means that I'm a bad person.
I guess so. Before we run out of time, we need to pick our teams.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We didn't even do 3 stories. We didn't do.
We got off on some tangents.
What else did you have that we didn't do?
I was going to talk about Jeremy Renner. We had talked about
yeah,
him.
he's doing better.
So he broke 30-plus bones.
Dude, it was crazy. He's laying
Did you
in
see that machine?
Oh, yeah, that cat. Yeah, I did. The bulldozer thing.
Yeah, so he pulled is a 14,000-pound snow cat.
Tracks on it.
Yeah, he had.
Yeah,
he
I
almost died.
No, I heard.
That thing ran him over. Like, I guess it came out of gear.
He posted
or
something and said, yeah, right when we're talking about it, he said 30 or I can't remember, too tired text, but here's a picture for now or something when he first, got home. And
yeah, it says getting ran over by a 15,000-pound piece of heavy machinery may not only be life-threatening but life-ending.
You think?
The very fact that Renner has survived it is making good progress. Thus far is certainly encouraging.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, so good for him. So what we're going to do here is I have put technology together by drawing some teams and putting it in a hat here.
Okay.
Casey and I are going to choose XFL teams.
So the XFL is getting ready to start. TJ's a huge Rock fan. Rock is one of the owners of XFL. So, and also
middle of
because I
February.
hate football right now and it just sucks.
What
we're
if you get the Dallas team?
convenient.
Yep.
So we're going to pick our XFL teams out of a hat because we don't have no dog in the hunt.
Yep. So don't look. Just stick your hand in there.
Am I picking yours or just mine?
You pick mine and I'll pick yours.
Okay. You suck.
Who'd I get?
You are. I want this to be mine.
What, okay. Who do you got?
The Vegas Vipers.
Okay, you do that and I'll pick mine.
Okay. Can I trust you?
Houston Roughnecks.
There you go.
Okay.
You're a roughneck. That makes sense. And I'm a Viper.
Yeah,
Actually,
there we
my
go.
old soccer team, I have a jersey inside that we're the Vipers, so that works
Okay.
out perfect. So I'm a Vegas Vipers fan, and he's a Houston Roughnecks fan.
Let's see who we
Pick
got.
your XFL team, and we can maybe talk crap on each other.
So I've got Caleb Elby, Cole McDonald, and Brandon Silvers for my QBs.
All right, man. You're a LB guy. That's your guy. We're looking up our starting quarterbacks. I don't know what you typed in on the other one.
It just come up like that way.
Man, I got Jalen. Oh, he was a decent quarterback a couple years ago. McClellan. I don't know who Matt Jones is. I knew who the Penn State one is, John Lovett, because we played against him.
Yeah. So there you go. We might have. Let's see. You probably have the cooler uniforms though.
It's hard to say. You guys are roughnecks, man. You're gonna go. I have a feeling you guys will be red and black. Oh nope, I'm red and black.
Yeah, I think mine's red and white. What was that?
I don't know. That was a weird noise.
Huh. That didn't come from my computer, did it?
I don't think so. It could have been us getting kicked off Facebook finally. It could have been a lot of things. It's hard to know. I don't know what that was, bud. I did that one other time and it didn't.
Ooh,
even...
mine are like, I look like the,
See,
what's his name?
You do.
Falcos.
Yeah, the replacements.
Yeah, I look like Falcos.
What were they? They were basically the Patriots, but I don't remember
Yeah,
what they were.
They're like the DC Commanders, which is who's one of the other, or DC. They're on here. So we missed Arlington Renegades.
Which would be the
Cowboys. Seattle Sea Dragons. That's kind of cool.
Sea Dragons. That's not cool at all.
St. Louis Battle Hacks. Trash.
Battle Hacks or Axe?
Hawks.
Oh.
Orlando Guardians.
Those would have been okay.
DC Defenders. And this is a team that I wanted. I wanted to be the San Antonio Brahmas.
Well, you could have just picked them. You wanted this game.
I know. I figured
You
just
can
be fair.
secretly be a Brahmas game. What you missed, or what we missed this episode, in 3 stories I had message in a bottle, a message found 40 years later.
40 years?
40 years later. Biggest pizza party ever. World Guinness Book record in Oklahoma set for the most people ever at a pizza party.
Wow.
Idaho man breaks blindfold dice catching record for the 3rd time.
How many did he catch?
I didn't actually read, but I know he's the only one that's held the record. So it's not. Why don't you wait till somebody else breaks it before?
He's just up in that, man. He's like.
And that's what the guy at work said today. How many did he catch? a record 433. Idaho duo most recently attempted. I don't know, man. I should have read the beginning of it because it's a pair, I guess. Idaho men break. So apparently you do this
they're
as a.
throwing it back and forth to each other.
I don't know. They
make
both have
noises
their
or
hands
something?
out. They both have their hands out. I don't know if one guy throws it to the other guy and you have to do it in a certain amount of time. This is one that I think we could. Oh crap. This is one I think that we could God damn it. But they were just, if you look, I should.
We could pretend to be blind.
No, because the guy was just blindfolded. He didn't actually blind.
That dude's pretty jacked. He's almost as his
He
arms are
looks
almost
like,
as big
is
as
he
mine.
Chuck Norris?
No, he's.
But look at the start. Look at the video. The one guy's standing there. They're not that far away.
Oh.
That guy's just standing there tossing them to him. We could do that.
Can I tell you my blind story?
What's that?
So I was at the gym probably like a month ago in the morning.
Blind person or you going blind?
No, a blind person. And there was this dude doing squats, but he was doing them all fucked up.
Okay.
And there's a guy.
You were going to go coach him on it?
No,
like,
there's
hey,
a-
bud,
there's
let
a
me
guy
show you how
I-
to do this.
I talked to over there. His name's at the gym all the time. His name's Gary. And I said, Gary, do you see that fucking guy over there? See what he's doing? And he goes, who, the blind guy? And I was like, fuck. Because I was just like shitting all over this guy because he was going to hurt him the way he's doing it. I thought he was going to hurt himself. I was like, yeah, that guy over there, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He goes, who, the blind guy? I was like, he's blind? And then I watched him and he goes, yeah, you see his stick? And I was like, yeah. I
That
do.
makes more sense now.
Now I understand. And then I saw him.
Well, he's never seen nobody do him the right way. How would he know?
Well, I saw him this morning and we got some.
Watch
new
my
equipment.
form.
Well, and you couldn't even talk to him because he's got like beats in. So he's like.
Blind and deaf currently. I mean,
yeah,
technically.
he's listening to whatever.
But he could
fuck.
smell what you're talking about, and
Yeah.
he fucking smelled the words coming out your
Well,
mouth.
so I went up to him and I started doing sign language.
No, you
and
didn't.
it-
You don't know
I was
that.
like,
You were making them. You're
form.
doing Crips.
Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? He's like, West Side. No, but he was like, I was watching him this morning, and we got these new fancies, like weights that are all the Olympic size, where everything's the same size, you know, like the weights.
Yeah,
are
I
all
know what
like
you're talking about.
Tins are the same size.
Yeah.
And he was putting them up, and he was putting them up right in the right
Hell yeah, he
spots.
knows
I
the
was like,
weights, though. He knows the
yeah,
weight.
but they're brand new. How's he know?
He knows.
He just knows
He
what
just knows, man. Same way my dog finds his way around the house.
Yeah, I guess so.
Quick update for our Super Bowl picks. The American Badass is riding
Oh,
his bike
shit.
in. TJ's getting ready to queef. We're going to have to end this show so he can watch a little bit of Raw. Quick update on our Super Bowl picks. TJ picked 49ers and Bills. He's got the 49ers left. His second pick was Bucks and Bengals, so I'm giving him that. So he's got 49ers, Bengals left. I picked Chiefs and 49ers, so technically both my teams
So
are.
we're still in.
But then I went back and picked Cowboys, Jags, and that didn't work out so good for me. But that was just a joke. What we did miss from my list was, as a kid, I misunderstood whacking off and thought it was waxing off. I did it very similar, but involving wax.
Wax on, wax off.
COVID problem solved. I had a customer at work the other day, and he said, carry your own pen, and everybody wouldn't have got COVID. So that's the solution, is keep your own pen. COVID's over. Can you get crabs from somebody without being sexual with them? Basically just wondering, because I have an employee at work that I'm assuming I could get them from.
Why do you
or,
think that?
They look like a crabby person.
Okay. Like unhappy?
Yeah, that's not it.
They could be a teenager.
That's not it at all. Should have listened to Fred Durst. He was wrong. He was he was right a long time ago. He was putting Jacksonville on the map. It's all about the Jaguars.
Okay.
So I should have been a fan of them because same heartbreak, just less motivation. And then we did have a bracket of the most liked people that we'll get to next week.
Okay.
And it was basically, we'll give you a couple of the people on the most liked bracket. Bob Ross versus The Rock. Bob Ross is a 1 seed. The Rock is a 16 seed.
Oh, I take the Rock in that every day.
I know you wouldn't. I'd take Bob Ross, and he's all over. I mean, he's my guy.
Can I tell you something I heard about?
We also have Mr. Rogers versus Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. You know, I worked the other guys. Was that at work?
Oh, also Sensational Bursts.
Where did I hear that at? Somebody was saying that Bob Ross supposedly was like a serial killer, and that everywhere his paintings, everything he painted was where there was bodies.
That'd be awesome.
Have you heard that before?
No, that's
I've never heard
awesome.
that before either. But supposedly, like, you know, there's a tree
Yeah.
with a fucking limb and a sidewalk. That's about
So that's where he got them all. All of his paintings were actually
Middle images
places
of
where he was burying people. I did have something that hurt. I don't think so, but if he did, that's awesome.
It'd be pretty sweet.
He'd be my favorite serial killer. Like if you had a
for
favorite,
sure.
he would be my favorite.
He'd take Dahmer's spot for sure.
I had something I called sensational bursts. Apparently, my wife ate a chip the other day, and she did this. Ooh, like like that food, like when you eat like a badass piece of cake or something.
Like, ooh my!
What was the chip that she ate that she did this to?
Funyun.
A Cool Ranch Dorito.
Oh yeah.
She hadn't had one in a while, and I get it. It's a good chip. And if we're ranking chips, it's up there.
Cool Ranch would be like having a mint.
But it's not worth like a badass piece
but
of
she hasn't had one in a while, man.
I get it, I know, but it was just weird. So I said, man, that was a weird sensational burst. Or and this like the way I said it, my daughter and her just both started dying. So. Thanks for listening, guys. We're gonna watch some wrestling. We'll be back Saturday for a special. We're gonna SummerSlam. Is that what it is?
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Oh, one more thing.
We're gonna do a SummerSlam. We missed that. Royal Rumble.
Give a shout out to all my crew from Missouri that's been listening to our podcast. They really like us, and I'm done working with them now, so I won't see those guys again for a while. So
these were your Hispanics?
No, these guys are all white guys from Missouri, but they've been listening to our show and watching our TikToks and everything, and so I won't get to see them again for a while. So I want to tell them thanks for listening to our show and.
Keep listening. You can be part of our family.
Yep, be part of our family.
We don't always do, if you've listened, we don't always do start off the show with NBA talk. We probably lost a few people there. I get it.
Yep.
It's it's hot right now. It's back in the picture. It's closer to playoffs. And, football's over. I was sad. Oh, it's not over.
It's not
but
over.
For
Your
me,
team's
it's over.
yeah.
It's over. Who do you got this weekend? We might as well, before we go out. You got Bengals, Chiefs. Who you got?
Bengals.
We've got 49ers, Eagles. Who you got?
Man, I don't know. I guess probably the Niners, but I could see the Eagles blowing them out.
Oh, I know. That's what's crazy. The way it can be a little bit of both. I'm going to go Chiefs, 49ers because that's my pick. You knew he was going to get somebody.
Oh, yeah.
That's a weird one.
Well, he's throwing a little fit about it. All right, who are you saying?
Chiefs, 49ers.
Oh, he's saving him for Bray, I think.
Is he one of Bray's boys now?
No, I don't know what's going on there.
Well, you'll watch it back later and you'll find out.
Yep.
It's time! I'm here to date the 6-year-old. What do you think tap water is? It's a gay bomb, baby. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that?